Namaste, Naya here, and welcome to Purifying Yoga Flow. All you need is an optional block and strap. This yoga flow is vinyasa based, so we're gonna breathe while we move together, and also we're going to focus on strengthening and mobility with a few twists here and there. So let's begin at the back of the mat, coming into easy pose. Legs are crossed. Erect spine. Feeling safe, eyes are closed. Begin to deepen the breath. Palms face up. Coming into Tattva Mudra, this energetic hand seal. Bring your thumbs to the bottom of your pinky finger. So right at that knuckle region of the pinky, as the other fingers are extended forward and palms face up, representing the elements. And continue with your natural breath here. In through the nose, your main pathway, and out through the nose as well. As you inhale, really allow your belly to expand. And as you exhale, contracting the abs, bringing the navel to spine, and releasing all the stale air out of the lungs. Just a few more breaths here. Really rooting and grounding. And thinking of the many ways that we could purify our environment, our home, declutter our space. But also it starts from within. Starting with the body today, twists, detox via asana postures, and movement of energy, prana and apana, the elimination of energy, and the mental aspect as well. Releasing thoughts that don't serve you and just purifying the mind. So just a few more breaths here. 2 more. Slow it down. And then slowly find your way to rock pose, knees together, feet together, sitting onto the heels. Hands onto your thighs, releasing the energetic hand seal. Arms extended, nice and strong. We're going to practice a breathing technique, purification of the lungs, a breath of fire. Forceful exhale through the nose. We're gonna begin slowly, and then I'm gonna up it up. So when you're ready, forceful exhale, begin. I want you to feel the navel pumping in and out. A little bit faster now. Three, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, release. Take 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. Again. Last one. Sealing the lips and beginning to activate your victorious breath, your Ujjayi breath, this beautiful breathing technique that we practice in Ashtanga, Vinyasa, and Hatha. So continuing with that beautiful Ujjayi breath. A rock pose with a cat and cow. So as you inhale, open heart space, and as you exhale, round and curl. And allow this movement to start from the hips. So anterior tilt and posterior tilt of the hips here, the pelvis. As you then move up the spine, moving the shoulders as well, and try to keep the head nice and neutral and balanced for now. As you inhale, you open, and as you exhale, you round and curl. Three more, really warming up the spine. See if you could exaggerate the movement. And as you exaggerate the movement, slow down the breath even more. And bring yourself back to neutral rock pose. Nice erect spine, feeling strong. I want you to tighten the muscles around the spine. Just feel that, really creating a deep connection with your body right now. From here, place your hands in front of you as you curl the toes and sit onto the heels, stretching out the soles of the feet, making sure the pinky toes are also on the mat. Arms reaching up, interlace your fingers, palms face up. Now I want you to zip up the floating rib cage, contract the abdominal muscles, and strengthen the arms even more here. Yes, even a little bit more. Beautiful. From here, at your own exhalation, you're going to twist to the left. So find a rotation of the torso to the left and hold it there. Doesn't matter how far you go. I just want you to feel this. Bring it back to center. Deep inhale. And twist to the right. Rotating your body to the right. Contracting the abs. Strengthening the arms. Now what happens here is that the arms go a little forward. So see if you could bring the biceps by the ears. Just doing the best that you can. Bring yourself back to center. Cactus the arms, elbows back. Open heart space, find a small back bend. Bring your elbows to the waist. Interlace the hands behind you and drive the knuckles to the mat. And only if it feels right, you can relax your head back. Contract your abs, bring it back to center, and let's move into a tabletop position. And as you're in your tabletop, pad the feet on the ground, roll the ankles out one way, and roll the ankles out the other way. Quick wrist stretch. Dowel the fingertips outward, point the wrists towards each other, and rock side to side here. From side to side, make circles, bringing the shoulders over each and every knuckle. And then opposite direction. Finding neutral tabletop, flip the hands, palms face up. Wiggle your thumb. Bring the thumb to each point, to each finger, tip of the fingers. Open and close the hands. All right, hands are awake. Bring them back to neutral tabletop position. Now just double check your alignment, your awareness of alignment, keeping those knees under hips. Right arm reaches up nice and high. Open chest even more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And thread the needle, right arm under. Cheek is on the ground or back of the skull. And you could take any variation of your choice. Feel free to amplify. Not only now, but throughout this sequence as well. Maybe bicep by the ear. Last 2 breaths. Begin to exit. Left hand roots. Right arm reaches up, countering that stretch, and bring yourself back to neutral tabletop. Other side, left arm reaches up. Open heart space a little bit more and thread the needle. Left arm under. Whatever you've done on one side, take it on this side as well. Now, throughout the practice, I really want you to practice self-study, svadhyaya. It starts with our thoughts, making sure you let go of any judgment, any criticism, and have a positive conversation with yourself. Slowly begin to exit. Left arm reaches back up to counter, and bring yourself back to neutral tabletop. Curl the toes, and once you curl the toes, bring your option to bring the block in between the inner thighs and squeeze. If you don't have a block, no worries. Just squeeze those inner thighs towards each other and elevate the knees, floating tabletop position. Keep the knees leveled. So that's why I like to use the block. Keep the knees exactly the way they are. Puff up the upper back just a little bit here and elevate the right toes. Squeeze the heel closer and closer to the glute. I want you to feel that hamstring activation. Shaking is good. Hold it here. Beautiful. Right toes down. Elevate the left toes. Nice deep breaths, nice and slow. Strong abs. Left toes down, knees go down, and release that block if you had it in between the inner thighs. From here, we're going to extend the arms for extended puppy pose. Find that beautiful alignment. Third eye on the mat for now, just giving the back of the neck a little bit of a break. Bring the chest closer and closer to the mat. Now from here, back off a little bit and bring your palms together, elbows are down, and bring the chin and chest to the mat, or you could keep the third eye down. It's your choice. Notice how your body feels. And from here, bend the elbows. Beautiful. Nice Adayasana pose. Beautiful prep here. One more breath, really getting into the upper back. Extend the arms and find Sphinx pose, pressing into the elbows, hips down, belly down. Sphinx pose. Chin to chest. Roll the right ear to the shoulder. Bring the chin back to your chest. Roll the left ear onto the shoulder, to that left shoulder, yes. Bring the chin to chest, so good. And then bring your head back to neutral. And from here, get ready for baby cobra. Tender lower back, you already know what to do. Keep those feet separated, honor your body. Exhale, inhale, baby cobra lift. Nice and strong, pressing into the tops of the feet, feeling that heat. So a form of purification is through sweat, purification of the body, allowing that perspiration to be natural, especially through the armpits, those glands, maybe the hands, the soles of the feet, full body through the pores. Last few breaths here, so strong. Can you get a little bit higher now? Palms off the ground, that's 100% of your back strength. Lift, lift, and lift. Slowly release. Separate your feet, shake out the heels. One more breath here. Relaxing the head. And second set, lifted cobra. We're gonna get deeper now. Frame the lower rib cage. Exhale those stale air out of your lungs. And inhale, lift up. Nice, beautiful. If you want a little bit more, bend the right leg, feel that hamstring activation, and then switch. And maybe try both. Point the toes, beautiful. Maybe tent the hands, teepee fingers, elbows in. One more breath, squeeze and release all the way down. Let that go. Sleeping serpent, left cheek on the mat, arms by your side. And notice the rise and fall of the backside body. 2 more breaths here. And switch for that next stretch, right cheek on the mat. Bend your knees, windshield wiper the feet side to side. All right, release those legs, frame your chest, third eye to the mat, push back into child's pose. Be gentle with your transition here. Child's pose, balasana, getting into those hips, those thighs, those ankles. And palms face up, going back into that tattva mudra. Palms facing up, your thumbs to the base of the pinky finger. And slowly, palms face down, release that hand gesture and shift it forward, tabletop. From your tabletop position, find a high plank. Strong in your high plank here. Stay, breathe, feel, create that heat, that fire within you. Strong quadriceps, strong arms, abs, tighten up your core set. A way to do that is each time that you exhale, bring the belly button to the spine and squeeze, even at a root lock here, squeezing that perineum area, anus to sex organs. It's like a Kegel. Shift it forward and shift back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Start to walk your dog, straighten one leg, bend the other, and connect with self. Starting with the gross, the body. How are you feeling? And find stillness. Elevate the right leg and explore a little. Anything goes. And switch. Keep the arms strong though. And find neutral downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk your feet to meet your hands. Maybe heel toe your way there or bend the knees to get there. Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Separate your feet hips distance and bend your knees. Give yourself a break. Relax your head and you can rock a little side to side, but I'm gonna make this your choice. Anything goes here for a forward fold. Just do me a favor and bend your knees. Release the hamstrings. We're gonna do a lot for the hamstrings today. Relax the head even more, 2 more breaths. Just allow yourself to feel amazing. And then slowly finding that stillness in this forward fold. Keep your feet the way that they are. You're gonna begin to roll it up. Your head comes up last. And once you arrive to standing, arms by your side, we are in mountain pose with this wide stance, hips distance. Arms by your side, inhale, left arm reaches up. We're going into swaying palm tree, which is a lateral side body opening. So the right arm is by your side, slide the right fingertips down. And for the top arm, you're gonna bend that top arm and Gyan Mudra with that top hand as you bend. Yes, so Gyan Mudra is pointer finger to your thumb. That pointer finger symbolizes Jupiter, the planet of equanimity, balance. The thumb symbolizes ego. Slowly bring yourself back to center and switch. Left arm by your side, right arm reaches up. And find that stretch. Beautiful. Bend that top arm, Gyan Mudra. swaying palm tree. Bring it back up and arms by your side. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders up and forward. Exaggerate the movement. Roll the shoulders up and back. Beautiful. Now from here, interlace the hands behind you. And you want to try to keep that core nice and tight. Strong abs here, right? Okay. Interlacing the hands, strong legs, and move the knuckles, the forearms away from your tush and up. Just feel that. Yes. Hold it there. It doesn't matter how high you're going. Just want you to feel the stretch. And release the arms. So lower the arms down and release safely. Now find your mountain pose, getting ready for Surya Namaskar, A. Sun salutation, A. Arms reaching up, Urdhva Hastasana. And as you exhale, forward fold into Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And as you exhale, root your palms, walk, step, jump it back, high plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Beautiful. So just a few breaths here. Remember to slow down the breaths. Walk, step, float it up, your choice. We meet in a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold, surrender. Inhale, come all the way up. Engage the arms. Urdhva Hastasana. Stay strong here, upward handstand, and then arms by your side. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, arms reach up. Forward fold. Halfway. Clean the slate. Beautiful. Creating that heat from within. Fire is a powerful element that can transform material, purification, burning. Walk, step, float it up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing, arms reaching up. Arms by your side, mountain pose. Beautiful. Now from here, tap back in. Notice how you feel. When you're ready, inhale, arms reach up. Forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, root your palms, walk, step, jump it back. Float. Up dog to down dog is where we meet. Right leg elevates, open hip. Bend that top leg, and then straighten that top leg out. Point the toes. Keep a nice and open hip. Beautiful. Stay there, then close the hip. Right thigh to stomach. Knee to nose, shift it forward, hold, and root your foot in between the hands. Back knee goes down, arms reaching up. Open the arms like a T, and twist to the right. One more breath here. Elevate that back knee. Find that strength. Hold, hold, hold. Strengthen the back leg. Twist a little bit more. Bend into that front knee. Back arm reaches up. Square the shoulders forward. Beautiful. Hold it here. Now go halfway down, reach forward. Palms face up. Tattva Mudra. So thumbs to the base of the pinkies. Tattva Mudra. Thumbs to the base of the pinkies, hold it there, palms facing up, reaching. Strengthen, breathe, hold. One more breath. And then slowly, hands go down and release that mudra. From here, back knee goes down. Take a moment to uncurl the back toes, straighten the front leg, just to feel, bend back into it. One more time, straighten, and bend back into that front leg. So bend into that front leg, curl the back toes, elevate the back knee, and arms reach back up. Coming back into that crescent, beautiful crescent. Stay strong here. Cactus the arms, elbows back, hold, and then elbows forward. Try it again. Inhale, open heart space, elbows back, elbows forward. One more. Open elbows, elbows forward. Now open the arms again, cactus, and elbows, drive the elbows towards the waist. Interlace the hands behind you, and like we've done before, drive the knuckles away from your tuchis. And breathing deeply here, yes. One more breath. And then slowly, arms reach back up, and hands go down. Straighten the front leg out now. Keep the back heel elevated in this intense side stretch. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold. Last one, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold. Now lean into this front leg, bend the back leg, bring the knee behind the right ankle for a seated twist. And have a seat. Right hand behind you, inhale, left arm reaches up and bring that top elbow to the outside of that knee. Keep an erect spine. Take your fullest expression. Looking forward with your eye gaze. Double helix and twist to the left. Bow down. Bring it back to center. We're coming into a mermaid pose. So bring that top leg to the right. And this is it. Siren pose, holding it here. Both hands to the left. So you're pointing the shoulders as much as you can to the left side of the mat. And now listen carefully. Chaturanga arms come all the way down. You could keep the third eye onto the mat. And from here, you're going to spread the arms like a T. And your third eye can stay on the ground or look to the opposite direction of the knees. Two more breaths. Frame your chest, third eye back to neutral, and push back up. We're gonna clean the slate. Let's go into a high plank, extend the legs. Now, before we clean the slate, feet together, hold, puff up the back, squeeze those abs, drop both heels to the left. Keep the hands down though. Bring it back to center, drop both heels to the right. Yes, try it again. Center, drop the heels to the left. Bring it back to center, drop the heels to the right. Bring it back to center, adjust your feet, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog to downward facing dog is where we meet. Left leg sweeps up, open hip, bend that top leg, and then straighten it out. Beautiful. Elevate a little bit higher. Close the hip, flex the back foot. Knee to nose, round and curl, shift it forward. Root your foot in between the hands. Back knee goes down, arms reaching up nice and high. The back toes remain curled. Open the arms like a T and twist to the left. Elevate the back knee. Stay strong. Now what happens here is that maybe we're leaning forward. I need you to try to bring the shoulders over the waist. Back hand goes up, square the shoulders forward, hold it here. 2 more breaths. And reaching forward halfway, palms facing up, Tattva Mudra. Thumbs to the base of the pinky finger, you got this. Biceps by the ear, strong core, palms face down, release, and back knee goes down. Just pump it out a few times. Give that leg a break, so straighten and bend into that front knee. Moving with breath. And from here, bend into that front knee. Let's go back to that crescent lunge, curling the back toes, elevating the back leg, arms reaching up. Cactus the arms, elbows back. Let's do this again. And bring the elbows forward. Elbows back. And elbows forward. One more time, elbows back. Elbows forward. Elbows back. Elbows to the waist. Interlace the hands behind you, open heart space, and drive the knuckles away from your tush. Away from your seat, up, up, up. Contract your abs, hold it. Breathe. And slowly, arms reaching back up. Hands go down. High plank. And from here, take a moment, downward facing dog, and bring that left foot straight through once more. To straighten the front leg, coming into intense side stretch. Just needed a moment there. Bringing the back heel stays elevated. Back heel stays elevated. Inhale, lengthen. Arms in back, and as you exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, lengthen. And forward fold. So good. Last one, you're amazing. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. All right. Inhale, lengthen, and get ready for that seated twist. Back knee to the outside of that front ankle. Both sit bones are on the mat, and if that's not happening, remember, you could always straighten that bottom leg. Find that twist. Taking your fullest expression here. Looking forward, double helix, and bow down to the right. Bring it back to seated. Find that siren mermaid pose. The legs are by your side. Can you see like that tail? Perfect. And your hands are framing the outside of the right side of the mat. And chaturanga arms come all the way down. Third eye can stay on the ground. Open the arms like a T. And you could look the opposite way of the knees. Slowly frame your chest, third eye down, and push back up. Now from here, let's clean the slate. High plank. Before we clean, feet together, and let's open to a side plank this time. So the heels will go down to the left and open to the right. Beautiful. Elevate that top leg if you want a little bit more. Hold it here. If you want to bring that big toe to the top hand, go ahead. One more breath here. And then slowly release. High plank, other side. Opening to the left. Now, whatever you did on one side, take it on this side as well. Find that strength. You got this. One more breath here. And then slowly release. High plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog to down dog. In your downward facing dog, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, release. Walk, step, float it up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold, surrender. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold, and surrender. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Come all the way to standing. Engage the arms. Upward handstand, Urdhva Hastasana. Arms by your side. All right, Sun B, just one traditional Sun B, and we'll move on from there. Utkatasana, chair pose, have a seat. Forward fold. Straight arms and back. Clean the slate. Up dog to down dog. Warrior one on the right side. Bring it down. Clean the slate in between. Warrior one on the other side. Bring it down, clean the slate. Downward facing dog is where we meet. One more breath here. Walk step, float it up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana chair pose, have a seat. Arms reaching up, hold. And come all the way to standing. Arms by your side. Palms together in front of your heart space. Close your eyes, tap back in. And breathe deeply, finding that Ujjayi breath. Arms by your side, mountain pose, stay nice and strong. All right, standing in mountain pose, separate your feet, hips distance. Lean into that left side. We're going into standing wind relieving pose. So bring that right knee in, interlace your fingers and squeeze. Nice and strong grip here. Now you're going to keep the knee elevated, just release those arms and cactus the arms and hold it there. Squeezing deeply. You are going to twist the chest to the right. Beautiful. And bring the knee a little bit higher. Bend the standing leg and bring that top leg over. Yes, you can. Just try it. Bring that top leg over. You don't have to wrap and bind here. You can stay here, but if you want to, you could wrap and bind coming into eagle legs. Now bring your torso back to center. Stunning. And then sit a little bit deeper. And slowly release that top leg, open the arms like a T, coming into airplane pose. Airplane pose, arms are open, leg is elevated, find that balance, find that stability, you got this. And then slowly find a warrior one. Back heel goes down, arms reaching up nice and high. Gorgeous, now from here, right arm under for eagle wrap and bind. Inhale, elevate the elbows. And as you exhale, humble warrior, bow down. Yes. Strong back leg. I want you to continue to press into that back pinky edge of the foot. Bend into that front knee. Left hip back, right hip float forward a little bit more. This humble warrior variation. Hold it here. So strong. And then slowly inhale, rise back up. Now from here, elevate the back heel. Halfway down, coming into a focused warrior three. Lean into that front leg. Back leg comes off the mat. Woo. Try that. Yes. One more breath. And then slowly, let's go into full eagle. So right leg over the left, eagle wrap and bind. One more breath here. Sit, sit, sit. And release the legs. Release the arms by your side, other side. Lean into that right foot, standing wind relieving pose. Bring that knee in, interlace your fingers, and I want you to squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze here. Keep the elbows in. Yeah, that's it. Engage your foot. Now from here, release the arms, cactus the arms, keep that knee elevated. Yes. And then twist the torso to the left, like we did in the very beginning of class, but now we could go deeper. Bend the standing leg, bring that top leg over, just cross. Now you can stay there, or eagle wrap and bind, and then bring your torso forward and sit down a little bit more. Ooh, get that balance, yes. Open the arms like a T, top leg releases, airplane pose. Elevate the leg, nice and high. A little bit of a back bend. And then slowly, warrior one. Arms reach up. From your warrior one, left arm under, eagle wrap and bind. Elevate the elbows nice and high. And humble warrior, bring it down. Slow down the breath. I'm reminding myself too, in this with you, just breathe deeply. One more breath here. And then slowly bring it back up. Beautiful. Lean in, elevate the back heel. Focused warrior three. Lean forward and elevate that back leg. Standing Garudasana, full eagle, wrap and bind. Ooh, I don't know about you, but my glute is speaking to me. Hold it there. One more breath. And release. Arms by your side. Beautiful. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up nice and high. And as you exhale, forward fold, surrender. Inhale, lengthen halfway, straight arms and back. As you exhale, clean the slate. Chaturanga Dandasana, up dog to down dog is where we meet. In your downward facing dog, right foot steps in between the hands, warrior one. We've been here, we've done this before. Warrior two, adjust. Yes. Hold. Straighten the front leg out. Trikonasana triangle, option to grab that block. Place it on the inside of the shin. Top arm reaching up. One more breath here. And then slowly exalt. Top hand goes up. And bring that top back hand to the outside of that back leg. Front arm reaching nice and high. Feel that length from the toes all the way to your fingertips. And bring your hands to the waist. Pivot everything you got forward. Shorten the stance a little bit. Inhale, left arm reaches up, and as you exhale, forward fold here. Revolved Trikonasana. Right arm reaches up. Strong legs. One more breath. And then slowly, hands go down. And from here, root your palms, find a high plank. Clean the slate. Up dog, down dog. Other side, left foot steps in between. Warrior one. Back heel down. And cartwheel the arms into a warrior one. Just arms up. And then cartwheel the arms into a warrior two. Yes. Strong warrior. Straighten the front leg out. Trikonasana triangle. Adjust yourself. Strong core. Bring it back up. Exalt. Hands to the waist. Pivot the shoulders and hips forward. Get ready for revolved Trikonasana. Right arm reaches up. Halfway down, hand goes to the inside or the outside of the foot. Left arm reaches up. Strong legs. Abs working. Hips try to level. Every pose looks different though. Do what's best for your body. Looking down, hands go down, and release. Clean the slate. In your downward facing dog, take a rock pose. Knees together. Left hand on your heart space, right hand on the navel. Eyes are closed and tap within. So up to now, noticing the inner dialogue, the conversation, the thoughts, through the practice of self-study. Noticing the heat within the body and the movement of energy. Each time we breathe in that prana, that life force, we're moving that energy, working with the subtle body. Elimination of energy is going to be through the waist, down through the major holes, and also the soles of the feet, where the large pores are. That's the apana, elimination. Tattva mudra, palms face up onto your thighs, bringing your thumbs to the base of the pinky. And squeeze. 2 more breaths. And then slowly find your way to a downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, walk step floated up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, forward fold, surrender. Utkatasana, chair pose, have a seat, arms reaching up. Half chair, reaching forward. Palms together, thumbs to sternum, twist to the right. Left elbow down, right elbow up. Now you could exalt here, extending of the arms, maybe top arm around the lower back, grab onto that left inner thigh. Maybe flamingo pose or a side crow. If you're playing, please continue. Otherwise, look down and surrender, release. Inhale, lengthen the back and arms and forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose, other side, arms reaching up. And half chair. Palms together, thumbs to sternum, twist to the left. Right elbow down, left elbow up. Yes. Open up the arms. Half bind. Can you sit a little bit more? There it is. Squeeze the inner thighs. Hold. And if you're playing, please continue. Otherwise, look down and release. Inhale, lengthen halfway. And exhale, forward fold. One more. Inhale, lengthen. Yes, and then exhale, forward fold. Root your palms into the ground and clean the slate. We all meet in down dog. From your downward facing dog, right foot steps in between the hands for a low lunge. Uncurl the back toes, arms reaching up. Beautiful. Palms together, thumbs to prayer, and twist to the right. Left elbow down like we did in chair, and hold it here. Curl the back toes, elevate the back knee. Now square the shoulders, hover the stomach over your thigh, and come into a high crescent lunge, arms reaching up. We've done this before. Left arm under, eagle wrap and bind. Lean into that front leg, focused warrior 3. Eagle pose at the top of the mat. Beautiful. And release. We're staying with this left leg. We're going into a pose which is known as Parivrita Pada Baddha Garudasana. So leaning into the right leg, bring that left knee in like we did before. Open the arms, cactus, twist to the left. Now you could take a strap here. I'll do it with the strap and then without. Optional. Bring that left knee in, cactus, twist. Now you're gonna crunch. So bring that right elbow to the knee and bend the standing leg. Yes. Then bring that front arm around the thigh and point the palm, that bottom palm outward. You could even help. This is what I do. I help my arm And I bring it in towards my pelvis here on the outside of my right hip. Then that other arm reaches around, grabs strap. Can you bend the standing leg a little tiny bit more? And then from there, you could eagle wrap and bind. Just try. It's a little balance challenge, but you got this. I'll do it without. When you're ready, slowly, the way you come in is the way you exit. So bring the foot around that calf muscle and elevate that leg, release the bind, cactus, center, release. Beautiful. You're at the top of the mat. Other side. Utkatasana chair pose, have a seat. Half chair, reaching forward. Hold on to opposite elbows. Sit a little deeper. Elevate the heels, press into all 10 toes, elevate the heels, hold, and then move your seat towards the heels. Sit, sit, sit. Hold it there. Bring it back to seated. Yes, halfway. Hold. Elevate the heels a little bit more. Heels down, forward fold, surrender. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Clean the slate. We're going to meet in down dog. Beautiful. Left foot steps through. Back knee goes down. Uncurl the back toes. Arms reaching up. Hold. Palms together, thumbs to sternum. Twist to the left. Right elbow on the outside. Curl the back toes. Elevate the back knee if you want a little bit more. Now with that back knee elevated, stay. Square the shoulders towards the mat. Hovering the stomach. And then find that high crescent once again. Arms reaching up. Yes. And then bring the right arm under the left. Eagle wrap and bind. Lean into that front leg. Focused warrior 3. Yes. Garudasana, eagle pose. Right leg over. Sit, sit, sit. Squeeze inner thighs. And release the legs, release the arms. Other side with this twisted eagle. Okay, lean into that left leg once again. Right leg is going to bend. Bring your thigh to chest. Cactus arms, twist to the right. Crunch. The key is to really bow down and crunch here. Tuck the tailbone in, bend the standing leg. Find that balance. You could even stay here. And then bring that left arm around, help it out. Right arm behind you. From there, bend a little bit more. Reach that foot around the calf. Find this pose. Wherever you may be, you're doing it. It's absolutely fabulous. You're amazing. Positive conversation. And then slowly release, exit. Arms by your side, shake it out. It's done. Whether you did it or you didn't do it, it's completely fine. And it really doesn't matter. It's the journey. It's what you learn. And these poses are just to test balance, flexibility, and mobility. But the true yoga is something that can't be seen. It doesn't matter if you can hold a handstand for 60 seconds to a minute or 5 hours, or this pose. What matters is how you feel on the inside. That's the true yoga. It's the mental aspect. Let's finish and clean the slate. Inhale, arms reaching up. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Root your palms. Chaturanga, up dog to down dog. Jump through to seated when you're ready. Extend the legs and release. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reaching up. Nice. And then from here, forward fold, Paschimottanasana. I'll leave it up to you. You could take the restorative version. You could hold on to the blades of the feet, utilize a block or a strap. Lengthen and fold. Release. Inhale, come to seated. Bend the knees. Extend the arms forward. Tattva Mudra. Palms facing up, lean back. And as you lean back, boat pose Navasana. Elevate the toes. Halfway down with breath of fire. Breath of fire if you're not on the heavy cycle of menstruation or pregnant. Lower back on the ground. You're halfway in this Navasana, in this canoe. Puff up the chest. Engage your feet. Engage your thighs. Fire. Purification. Three, two, one, and release. Take a cleansing breath in through the nose and sigh it out. Bend your knees. Bridge pose or wheel pose. Elevate the hips. Now, if you want, you could come into wheel pose, or you can amplify bridge pose by interlacing the hands beneath you or grabbing onto the ankles. Elevate the hips a little bit higher. You could extend one leg up, and then from there you could switch. Strong legs. Lift, lift. Upper back goes down, middle back, and lower back goes down last. Arms overhead. Hold on to opposite elbows. And drop the knees side to side. Just windshield wiper the knees. From here, let's find a happy baby. So bring your knees into your chest, into the axillary, the armpits. Hold on to the blades of your feet and rock side to side. Massaging the kidneys, a part of the purification system of your body, as well as the lymphatic system. And the kidneys are right below the lungs on either side. And they're known as the kidneys because they're like kidney-shaped beans. Great for detoxing. And in order for this to work, you need to drink a lot of water. Staying hydrated, not anything else, not soda, not Gatorade, whatever it may be. It's water, pure water. 2 more breaths. And then slowly bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, and then come into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. Just allow the hips to open here and relax the legs. Just let it go. Arms overhead, hold on to opposite elbows, and relax the arms. You're creating the figure 8, the infinite. Give yourself permission to relax even more. A little bit more. Soften the body. Taking 3 more breaths here. Really exhaling the air from the pits of the lungs. And slowly release the arms. Bring your hands onto your thighs, bring your knees together, and extend the legs nice and high. Roll the ankles out one way and roll the ankles out the other way. Your eyes can even be closed now. Just relax and allow the blood to drain. Arms by your side, palms face up. And then palms face down to ground. Feeling safe, rooted, supported. The heart has the joy of pumping, expanding, and contracting over 100,000 times a day. This pose is beneficial for the circulation and for the heart. And as you stay here for a few more breaths, I want you to pay attention to your toes. Notice if they become a little cooler than the rest of your body. Slowly bend your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a hug, rocking a little side to side. And extend the legs. If you have any fabric around you, place it over your eyes, getting ready for our final resting pose, Shavasana, corpse pose. Move the shoulders away from the ears, a little bit more down. Now again, if you have that fabric, place it over your eyes to find complete darkness. Notice the warmth of the air as it exits your nose. Feeling that warmth and humidity of that water exiting your body, that moisture. Releasing the ujjayi. If you haven't done so, and just tapping into that natural breath. Separating your lips. Wiggle your jaw around, release any tension in that area. Allowing your eyeballs to melt into their sockets. With each inhale that you take, to yourself, say, I release. And as you exhale, and feel at peace. I release. And feel at peace. Begin to deepen the breath. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Slow movements to not shock the nervous system. Pull the ankles out, roll the wrists out, rock the head side to side. And then reach the arms overhead. A good to be alive breath, a good to be here breath. And then rock to the right or left, coming into fetus. Eyes closed. Come all the way to seated as we close this practice together. Easy pose or half lotus or full lotus. Palms together. Purification of the body through movement, through sweat. Purification of the mind through meditation, through finding clarity, through breath, through presence, through noticing thoughts. Purification and decluttering of environment, your space, your sacred space. Your home is sacred, where you spend the most time in, your office, your car. Remember to declutter those areas and clean out what you no longer need. Maybe sage or essential oils, diffuse, awakening all the senses. Remember purification of the body by really paying attention to what you are putting into your body, doing things that will help cleanse the body and maintain that good health so you could have more longevity for your beautiful temple, your vessel. And purification of what you are giving attention to. So I hope you enjoyed this flow, and I want to thank you for allowing me to guide you today. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.